Hey, have you ever wondered, how you can make your own UTAU Voicebank, but found it kind of difficult? Well, I'm here to help you make one. Hi, my name is jakek128, and this is how you can create your own UTAU Voicebank. So what you're going to need for this is some sort of audio recording program that can export in WAV and UTAU. Now, there are two ways to go about making your own voice bank. You can either A, record your own samples, or B, take your own samples from somewhere else. I'll be showing off both methods. So, let's get started. Method number one is recording your own audio. So, pretty much what you need to do is record 5 vowels, which is A, E, U, and O. Because a lot of the voice banks, mainly by GenoX, have 5 voice banks. Let's get one up right now. So for example, the girlfriend voice bank has 5, which, to be honest, are not exactly the best, but it's something. As you can see there. As another example, let's take my custom-made lemon monster, which I actually use more, but same idea. So same idea. You can have as few or as many sounds as you want, but 5 is a good starting place. So like I said, you need A, E, O, and U. So let's record that really quick. Now, if you have the ability to, you can also trim, which is probably a good idea to do so. One of the neat things about UTAU is that all you need is just input audio files, and it'll audio stretch for you, it'll change the pitch for you, it'll auto tune for you. That's all you really need to do. All you need to do now is export as a WAV, and let's just quickly make a new tutorial voice bank. We'll save it as A. Let's play it really quick. And now you just gotta repeat that as many times as are really needed. I'll be doing another 4 times, and now I'll just do that on camera. So now we're gonna do E, or actually it's eh. So this is probably the confusing part. Basically, the E vowel is going to be eh, the I value is going to be E. I'll show you really quick. So, do a bit of audio trimming. Seems to be kind of like the odd one out in a lot of cases because it's typically staticky. And that's just kind of I guess, the nature of eh. So just save it as E.wave. If you have an eh sound. I, which goes like this. E. Turn off the audio. If you say the vowel before you record and after you stop recording, kind of something like this. E. Something like that. E. And there you don't have to do any audio stretching. So let's go back to what I had previously. Export as I.wave. Let's go O. Export as wave. And finally, ooh. And there we go. Ooh. Alright, now that is done, we can now go into UTAU. And what we do is go into Project, go to Project Property, this bottom one. Or you can go to the 5th sidebar, 3rd drop down. And then you click these 3 dots here. And then you go to your directory where it's at, like so. And it'll automatically add all of the audio files that are in the file. And now if we go into Tools, Voice Bank Settings, everything will be here. And what I like to do is I always like to press this bottom button, and then which says Initialize Frequency Map, and then Regenerate Frequency Map, and do it for all the sound files. E, O. There tends to be, sometimes when I regenerate frequency maps, there tends to be another pop box. And, if it shows that, I will show in the video. But it's random at times when I create my own voice bank. So I click just certain buttons just to get it away. If you one of the buttons just closes out of it, the other one does a command prompt or something. Now let's play what we have as a test. No, pretty nice, isn't it? So what about if you only have 4 sounds? For example, you only have e, and o. Or if you have even less. Don't worry, we can work around this. So, in voice bank things, there's only 4. What you want to do is you want to duplicate one of them, the one that sounds the most similar. So, oo sounds the most similar to o. So what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate o and add the alias of oo. And what we should get is this. And this being now being an o sound. Something like that. And that's it if you only have less than 4 sounds, which is going to be pretty often depending on where you get your samples from. But a lot of time, you should be able to find all the vowels, and you might be able to find some excess sounds if you want to. Now, let's move into the other way you can make your own UTAU voice bank. So the second way you can make your own voice bank is you can take samples which from other places, like the FNF songs, the FNF vocals, or anything really. So I'm gonna take this sample.
What the dog doing?
And try to make it into a voice bank. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get rid of some noise really quick.
What the dog doing?
So then that's a pretty good S sound. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy that and we're gonna open a new Audacity project, which we'll put here. So do that. Let me just that's a pretty good S sound. And we do A for this. And that's a pretty good O sound. We have oo. This is one of the examples where there aren't all the voice banks there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Project Property, 2 dots. Get our second voice bank. Yeah, it's gonna sound weird, but this isn't really the best voice bank from like samples you can make. It's really something. It's just for a tutorial. So I'm gonna duplicate the S sound. I'm gonna give the alias of E. Set that, and this is really interesting. This is definitely an awful voice bank, as you probably hear, but it gets the point across that you can take samples from somewhere and turn it into a voice bank. So that's really it. Like, subscribe if you liked it. If you liked this, if you want to see more content and tutorials from someone who can't do tutorials. Now I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.